Get up from the couch and let's go for a walk, Igor.
Oh, but it's so cold outside. And it's not even winter yet.
Ah, come on, Professor Kumunuk. Exercise is good for you.
All right.
Don't sulk. I promise I'll knit you a warmer sweater.
Really? I'll hold you to that, you know.
Pripyat Secondary School number 3. The biggest of the 5. My friend Nadia's daughter used to go here.
I remember. They had an outstanding program. Art, languages, and most importantly...
Science.
Naturally. I bet you can still find a portrait of Lomonosov or Newton hanging up there.
Cute. But that's not all they taught us at this school, is it?
What are you getting at?
Propaganda speeches, military drills, preparing little kids for World War III. What do you do when the evil capitalists drop an atomic bomb on your house? Duck and cover. No. You put on your gas mask and marching boots, grab a rifle and rush the enemy. You kill it. You crush it. You annihilate it. Even when you die, you're not free. So when the party commands it, you rise up from the dead to fight it again. And most of all, you keep your mouth shut. All your life, you protect the state's secrets. Then you take them to your grave.
Those were different times. The Cold War mentality and us versus them routine. A lot has changed.
But has it? Really?
Yes, it has. We live in a new world now.
Look around you. How is this new world working out for you? These children. They were raised to fight the enemy. But how do you fight an invisible enemy? You can't see it. You can't taste it. Yet, you can feel how it penetrates your body, corrupts you from the inside. And you, Igor? Who are you fighting against?
Everyone and everything that stands between me and you, Tanya.
And what if you're wrong? What if the enemy is you?
What are you saying?
Time to move, Igor. We're done here. The azure swimming pool. It brings back so many memories.
Tatyana Fomina Amelieva, youngest freestyle champion swimmer in Pripyat. You know, I sometimes think you missed your calling. It would have been best if you'd pursued a career in sport.
Give me a break. I was never going to be another Galina Prozumenchikova. I never would have won any Olympic gold medals. For me, it was always about this feeling of freedom, being able to float and become weightless. That was my refuge.
Swimming. Yes. You always wanted to teach our...
Say it.
I can't.
Do you think you would have made a good father, Igor?
I don't know. You tell me.
How do you know I'm not just a voice in your head, my love? There are things you need to figure out by yourself. Unfortunately, I can't help you.
Okay. All right. Yes. I think I'd make a good father. I would do everything to protect our child. Everything to keep him or her from drowning.
Like you kept me from drowning?
That's not fair. Why? Why are you doing this?
I'm not doing anything, my love. You're doing it to yourself. Come, Igor. We still have one more place to visit. Do you really have to go to this get-together tonight?
You know I do, Tanya. Semenov will be there, and some big shots from the party, too.
So take me with you.
I wish I could, but...
Why not? Is it some kind of boys' night out in the city?
What? No, we'll be discussing plans for the power plant.
Over vodka, I presume.
Well...
Fine. But if you come home blind drunk, you can go straight to the couch. Remember this place?
Oh, it's our old apartment. How could I have forgotten it?
Perhaps you wanted to forget. Perhaps you needed to forget, Igor. It used to be our past and future, both. But it's just an empty shell now.
I wonder what happened to all our stuff. My desk, my books, your violin.
Who knows? It's all gone now. Stolen, ruined, torn apart.
It must have been extremely irradiated. It would all be worthless anyway. The liquidators probably removed it all. They had to bury it. Or perhaps some low-life smugglers took it. People are so predictable. They'll snatch up whatever they can carry if the opportunity arises. I once heard a story about a guy who stole a window because...
I don't care about any stupid windows, and neither do you. You're only trying to distract yourself with those pointless little antidotes.
From what?
From what you should have faced the minute you came back to the zone. Instead, you chose to run around like a cowboy and fight a bunch of mercenaries and unravel the secrets of Chernobylite, when it's been right here all this time, staring you in your face, the truth about us.
It's just an empty apartment, Tanya.
It's the truth.
You're in a good mood today.
I just got word from Fedya. My record is arriving today.
What record?
Talking Heads.
I've got all the talking heads I need on Soviet national TV.
Look at you, Igor. Seems you're developing a sense of humor.
Well, it must be your sunny disposition rubbing off on me.
How's it hanging, Professor Egghead?
Michiel, what is that devilish cacophony blasting from our radio?
You're obviously no fucking Gopnik, but you'll learn. This is the music of the zone. But you were born here. How can you not know this stuff?
Well, don't forget I spent many years in the UK. James fucking Bond, remember?
Right. You definitely missed some vital history, like the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Yanayev Uprising, and hard bass.
The last one sounds especially ominous. What's that?
Not a big music fan, huh?
I love music. Listening to Tatyana play the violin is one of my fondest memories. Sibelius, Rachmaninoff, Stravinsky, Prokofiev, Shostakovich, even Vivaldi.
Jesus H. Fuck Nugget! You must be like 100 fucking years old!
I'm not, though I feel like it sometimes.
We need to remedy this situation pronto. I want you to listen to Sex, Kvass, and Hard Bass. It'll change your understanding of music forever.
I have absolutely no doubt about that. Michiel,
Have a fuck gathering and
perfect.
What are we doing again? Ah, yes, I remember now. I'm going to teach you how to scavenge for supplies. It's very fucking important that a true stalker can recognize all the different kinds of herbs and mushrooms, right? You also need to know how to spot useful stuff, like electronics or parts. You feel me? Very fucking useful. You can use this shit to build something really badass. But you also need to be fast. You can't be wandering around like an idiot, or something will come up and bite you in the ass. That's why we're gonna time this exercise. I'll give you 60 seconds to find anything usable. I don't care if you're ready or not. 3, 2, 2, go! Tick-tock, Igor! You got 40 seconds left! Time is of the essence. 20 seconds left. Get them scrawny legs pumping, Professor! 10 seconds! Time's up! Come on, Igor! Let's show our studio audience how you did! Not bad for an ancient scholar from a past era. Not bad at all. We're done here, Igor. Nice to see your skills are improving. Just don't be a fucking disappointment. Okay, good talk.
How are things, Professor Kimenyuk?
Not too bad, Sashko. Not too bad.
I've been thinking about my brother Ruslan recently. He'd make a great addition to our team.
You were both in a street gang, right?
For a while, yes. We ran errands for Yuri Kipish, a dangerous gangster. He was fucking nuts too, of course.
I see.
I know you're trying to be polite, Igor, but there's no way to understand these things unless you've lived through them yourself. I'm talking about ongoing turf wars between every type of gang. Russian, Kyrgyz, Thai, Vietnamese, you name it. Everyone trying to get a piece for themselves.
What about the police?
They stay well away unless they have urgent business there. You know what I mean? Anyway, me and Ruslan were right in the middle of it. Every day, something was going down. You run, you sweat, you fight, you kill, you bleed. You get hooked on the adrenaline, like a drug. Ruslan had a special talent. He could make a person disappear without a trace. That would have come in handy around here on several occasions. We all followed a code, of course. Even wild animals have rules. You're familiar with the Thieves' Code of Conduct?
Where criminals forsake their families and dedicate themselves to crime.
That's right. Ruslan would never hurt anyone who wasn't in his way. But that kind of life takes you dark places no matter what.
You think it took its toll on Ruslan?
Possibly. That's why I have to face him to find out.
I would like to read it.
Sure.
What's new, Igor?
Nothing much. What about you? Still...
Yeah, we had some great adventures together as mercenaries.
I remember Anton talking about Kashem. What was that all about?
Kashem was a nasty piece of business. How much do you know about the civil war in Syria?
Not much. I've had other things on my mind.
You and the rest of the world. Nobody cares about those people. For the big players, Russia, the US, China, most of these war-torn countries are nothing but a playground for testing their weapons and making policy. It's called war by proxy. Us mercs usually play a supporting role to the armies on the ground, supplying intel, equipment, and tech. There's an unspoken rule that we never attack each other directly, but sometimes we get in each other's way, and then things can get out of hand. That's what happened in Kashem. Assad's forces, backed by Russian mercenaries, clashed with the SDF, which was supported by the US. The US used dozens of drones, fighter jets, and helicopters to pretty much annihilate the opposition. Anton and his mercenary buddies weren't equipped to deal with that kind of air superiority. He watched some of his friends die, and came close to getting killed himself.
I admire your bravery and dedication, Olivier. And Anton's. Still, I can't help but wonder why we keep killing each other over some godforsaken strip of land. It goes against everything I believe.
And I admire your idealism, Igor. But you're in the minority, and sometimes violence is the only way to solve a problem. That's something I think you're going to learn in the near future.
Hello, Professor Kimanuk, Igor, are you there? Answer if you can hear me, please. Hello?
Yes? Who's this?
The name is Olga. I live in the village in Red Forest. I've heard about you. I think we can help each other.
I hear that a lot lately. I'm afraid you need to be more specific.
Your distrust is understandable under the circumstances, but we have the same goal. Drive NER out of the zone.
Well, I didn't come here to conduct a guerrilla war on corporate mercenaries.
Yes, I know. You're looking for someone. So am I. Please come to our village in Red Forest so we can talk in person. Be extra careful on the way here, okay? The monsters, they mostly come out at night. Mostly.
If there's a village, does that mean you're one of the summer shells? The people who returned to their homes after the disaster?
Some of the older ones never left. I know it's hard to believe. And there are newcomers like me. We came to the zone for many different reasons, but now we're united by one common goal, to get rid of NAR.
I see. Fascinating.
Please come to the village. This isn't just about me. You'd be doing the right thing as well.
I'll make sure to stop by if I get the chance.
This woman, Olga, she seems to be running the show. Must be tough as nails. And all these Samoshiels, they say it takes a village to raise a child, but how many does it take to find a lost love?